All right. So I started a campaign the other day as a high elf mercenary. So playing as part of the Aeonir like wood elf faction, but I chose the background of being like an Aesir diplomat. Well, actually, I'm not sure if I actually did or not, but we're role playing as an Aesir anyway, as a high elf that is. And we'll just pop you guys over to the new stream. And yeah, so I wanted to pick that up again. I'm just gonna see if I'm just gonna see if my old save is still good. It was from a couple of updates ago. Basically, I abandoned it because there was a bug, or not a bug, but there was a design change where basically the Aeonir were not able to learn magic. Now they've apparently fixed that, and the Aeonir can learn magic now. However, because this save was created before, it might not have updated. Like I might need to start a fresh. Save. And it was Merciel. I'm pretty sure that's the one. So yeah, if you go to if you're a player's Aeonir and you go to Tor Lithanel, there should be a guardian mage or something in there that you can talk to. Crashed. There should be a guardian mage or something that you can talk to in there that will teach you magic. Oh, you didn't see my... Oh, did you not? Oh, I thought I responded to your gemstone comment, Anthony, but... Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, no, we had that conversation. I think I told you on stream. How'd you go farming gemstones anyway? Did you get lots of enchants going? Yeah, it's kind of good how you can get into some of the fun enchantments like quite fast, like quite quickly in the early game. I can confirm that Iron Islanders do have Mariner troops now. Oh, nice. Is their whole faction Mariner troops, or do they have some non-Mariner troops as well? I kind of thought it'd be cool if they were kind of like the Nords in vanilla and just have like 100%, you know, like all of their guys be Mariners. But yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, maybe I'll maybe next time I'm feeling like some vanilla, I'll actually play Realm of Thrones, because that way it's sort of like, you know, you have all the good things of vanilla of like naval combat and family tree and getting married and everything, but it's also like got, you know, more content. Not as much content as old Realms, but yeah. But it's just trying to reload, but it's just taking a little while. If it crashes again, we'll just start from scratch. Looks good. Make sure the music is off for Realm of Thrones, because they get copyright claims. Alright, I trust this. So yeah, so if you go into here and you go to the keep, there should be a forest guardian, I think is the guy. And I'm not sure if it's this guy or if they put in a new companion, they put in a new guy to talk to. If they put in a new guy to talk to, then it probably won't work because you'll have to start a new campaign. Maybe I should start a new campaign anyway, just to make it more more fresh. Oh, yeah. So yeah, no. So it is fixed now. You can learn. You can study the magic of your kin. But yeah, now I'm sort of like, I don't know. Maybe I should start again because. Oh, there we go. Oh no, this is the wrong thing. There you go. I wish to learn magic. Can you teach me? So you need to get 1,000 influence first. What build did we go for? We were going for just a classic endurance discipline build. Looks pretty good to me. You didn't ping me though, Husky. You gotta write at most of them ad. Oh yeah, no, I see. Got all the enchantments going at the same time. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be going for something similar in mine. Although it'll probably be like companion only to start off. The amount of work into this mod is mental. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know if we should start a new character or not. I like this. Yeah, I kind of think I will start a new character because I'm just not sure if the mod, like the updates, I'm not sure if all the goodness that from the update will, you know, translate over. We had already done a few hours of getting this organized, and we're kind of going to be back to the start again. But yeah, I think I'm going to start again just because yeah, I want to make sure that all the stuff from the updates fully come in. Plus, I just really like restarting, I guess. Alright, so we're just going to go back to the menu and start a new character. But he's going to be the same guy, essentially. We're going to be rich as a high elf. Maybe we should go 5 social so we can get white lions as well. Actually, yeah, I should go 5 social so we can get maximum money, hey? Yeah, that's as handsome as we can make him. I can't do any scarification. Oh, we can do scars now, and the scars actually land properly. Dick, my guy's like a veteran. Just scarred veteran. This is better already. Okay, so we can be Druki Foundling, technically a Dark Elf, Cunning, Descendant of Acid Diplomats, Social 3. I think that's what we're going to go for, so we can be High Elves. If you want different stats, you can choose all different ones, but yeah, just for the role plays, we're going to be Descendant of Acid Diplomats, because we want to be rich as a High Elf. And Control, Intelligence, Cunning, Social, and Vigor. Out of those, we want Social probably. Probably gonna go Social 5, the extra companions. And then we want to go for one of the mercenary careers. So we go for, yeah. So Envoy gives us Social, Ithban gives us Vigor, Inner Expat gives us Endurance. Don't really want the Steward. Oh, bow skill. A little bit of bow, never hurt anyone. Alright, we go for a High Elf. Where's the Eoneer? There's some nice elf ones now. Before that, you didn't really have any like proper elf stuff, so you had to kind of make up your own. Yeah, I think like white with the gold phoenix on the front is pretty sweet. The Arcea voice, like how they're all like posh and stuff. Actually, yeah, maybe orange. Actually, I don't know. Because on the flag it looks good, but when it's on the actual characters it looks bad. Maybe a faded one like that. A wolf one. Wolfwani. Merciel, the sword dancer. He looks pretty cool, actually. I don't mind him. Hard to get a an elf that actually doesn't look terrible. All right, so we have to get 1,000 of the we have to get 1,000 of the currency to be able to learn magic. So the easiest way to get it fast is probably the unrealistic difficulty damage. That's good. Do we start off with a bow in this? Yeah, we start off with a bow in this, which is pretty good. We want to learn blacksmithing first. It's quite nice. Actually, getting really high charm, you can get a perk that gives you 25% faster XP gain for your companions, which we'll be able to get, which is really nice. Alright, I might just sign on as a mercenary for starters. Actually, I just realized... Oh, well, won't she let me be a mercenary? What? Did I click on the wrong thing? Oh, there we go. I just realized that there's no skills that we actually want. Oh, trade? Or gunpowder, I guess. Interesting. I swapped the javelins in mine. They just seem way cooler with the big axes, like beast hunters. Oh, for your white lion, javelin and axes. That's pretty cool. So when we get this trade skill, that means that when we do a bit of blacksmithing, we'll be able to make money much faster and easier. So we're going to be, yeah, so we're a high elf mercenary. We're actually going to go for a bit of a swordmaster vibe. With a bunch of swordmasters casting spells and blasting plan. Yeah, we ain't hit shit. Didn't get any scalps from friendly fire, unfortunately. Never played Mercenary myself to have anything OP that I could use. Companions. So if you want to do a magic-based playthrough where you have like mass banks of wizard artillery, you get 19 companions when you play a merc. They got +10, the most out of any faction, any character in the game. And if you go 5 social, you can get 2 extras, so you have 21 companions. And if those companions are all bright wizards firing fireballs or whatever, you can just imagine how much carnage they can put down. But they're different. If you go for a Magister, then you have less companions, but you have that sustain where you can regenerate their magic and keep going and keep casting spells and stuff. Whereas with the Merc, you just have like heaps more companions. You can't recharge them, but that just Alpha Strike, they just nail everything, like just unload shitloads of damage. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, just having lots of companions is the merc thing. They can also get if you want to do a gun merc companion, you can do a merc and then just hire a heap of mounted outriders with repeater rifles or with grenade launchers or whatever, and then you can convert them all into companions and just have a full squad of like companions with grenade launchers and or repeating rifles that are like super high skill. Can't convert knights. But if you want to do Grail Knights, you can play the Bretonian Knight. The Bretonian Knight can convert Grail Knights into companions, but he doesn't have as many, quite as many, I don't think. Not sure if it's new, but now armor weight decreases your magic even into the negative. Oh, so your magic will go down even if you've got magic. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, so I'm going to put my trade up to, my trade is down to 125. Magic Merc is rough, better if going Magister. Well, it's easier to level up as a Magister because you can just level up to like 200 magic without even doing anything. But once you get your magic up to 125 plus as a Merc, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the leveling is rough. How much faction? Yeah, we got 71. It's not too bad. Tactics is useless. Gunpowder is useless. Bow is useless. 200 useless. All these things are super easy to level up by yourself. The only thing in gunpowder is kind of good because you can that way you can get your 100 gun and get your free point of discipline without having to actually use a gun. That's pretty cool. All right. We can't put hit points, otherwise we'll stop training. We get ammo, plus 3 ammo per ammunition pouch or quiver. That's actually pretty good for if you're doing throwing weapons. 5% personal range damage. So you're going to show me how to get rich? Me? Yeah, we are. We are. But the richness is going to take a few hours to achieve. I mean, we're going to make a lot of money very fast, but we won't be rich, I wouldn't say, until a bit later on. But yeah, what we're doing now is leveling our trade. So in this particular mod, trade heavily scales the amount of money you get from selling weapons, whereas in vanilla it doesn't do it as much. So basically, it's like in order to make heaps of money from blacksmithing, you need to have high trade now. But you still make heaps of money from blacksmithing, it's just slower. But if you do trade, then it's faster. But the Merc also has a thing where your trade skill scales your amount of money that you make from being a mercenary. So we can make shitloads of cash from being a merc, which is pretty cool. But we have to level up to get the perk though to do it. When do we get it tier 2 or tier 1? I think it's tier 2. Is it tier 2 or tier 3? When do we get the trade perk that gives you the extra trade XP? The extra merc money. Alright, we're into the settlement now. Like trading? Yeah, no, there's no trading in this playthrough. So we're leveling trade skill. We're just using the trade skill in order to make heaps of money from blacksmithing. We're not actually going to do any trading. Sorry, just to clarify. I can use a bow in the city, in the towns. That's pretty cool. There's no wood. So we can't really do any blacksmithing. Can't buy a horse. There's not really much here for us really. We can buy some food so we don't get hangry. Don't take it off. If the bow doesn't have stealth icon, you might be able to put it back on. It's not. I don't have a bow in my stealth setup. I have a bow in my town setup. Civilian. Yeah. No. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's a pretty shit bow though, but it's better than nothing. Oh, and I'm pretty sure you can. Can't you? You can equip bows of Kurnos in use. Oh, no, maybe not. So we've got to stay with these guys for 25 days. So we'll just keep leveling up our trade until we get to 125. Oh, just whatever, as high as we can get it. Yeah, no, you don't want to go Bretonnian Merc because there's already a Bretonnian Knight. There's already a Bretonnian Knight career, which is like the best. If you want to be a Bretonnian Knight and have a band of sick Bretonnian Knight battle brothers, then that Bretonnian Knight career is already created for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, if you want to get Bretonnian Merc, you're looking at more of a Robin Hood type of situation, or maybe like a Council of Damsels kind of situation. But the thing is, Bretonnian Mercs can't learn magic, so Bretonnian Mercs are pretty shit, basically. But yeah, I agree. Bretonnian Merc is off the table. But if you want to have the Bretonnian, if you want to have Grail Knight companions, just be a Bretonnian Knight. That's what they do. They turn Grail Knights into companions. They just get 3 less. The female Bretonnian Mercs can learn magic. Yeah. Intriguing. This is a bad situation. I don't really want to be in here. That's really cool that they made it so females can use the Oh, so close. Actually hit something. Just hit the rocks. I'm trying to get out of this without dying, but without getting injured. But yeah, I think the chances are low. Yes, that's true actually. Yeah, there's Bretonnia, there's tier 9 regiments of, yeah, good point, Emperor Justinius. There's tier 9 regiments of renown that you can get for Bretonnia. Damn it, we just fucked ourselves. Now we're doomed. I'm gonna try and kill myself. Yeah, so this whole situation is going to slow us down a lot, unfortunately. I just tried to speed things up a bit. But yeah, no, the whole point of their merc is the get-rich merc is not really about the get-rich-quick thing. It's more about when you get into that sort of mid-game, late-game, you can make like just heaps of cash from being a mercenary, basically. Yeah, so the reason why I want to go merc to make heaps of money is because that way you can level up, or you can pay to level up all your companions to unlock all the different magic stuff, so you can get heaps of sweet enchantments and shit. Huzzah. Yeah, healing is for shit. 19 per 3, yeah, wait 5 more days and then we'll leave. And then we'll probably rejoin again. I'll turn my second. Oh dear. So I can't flee, otherwise I'll become a criminal. Yeah, mercs are pretty cool. Mercs are good if you want to be one sort of fundamental thing I like about the merc is that you get one law of magic. So if you want to buff yourself with physical resist for combat, it's pretty cool. And also you get the perk that gives you immunity to stagger below 15 damage. So which I think is if you want to have that combat fantasy, being able to walk into a bunch of dudes and just tank everyone and beat the shit out of everybody, you have to have that 15 stagger resist. I think like once you get the 50% stagger resistance from athletics, that's good. But having the 50% stagger resistance and total immunity to stagger for under 15, and then you have, you know, 56% physical resist plus heavy armor, you know, then you're looking like you're pretty beastie. And yeah, the other thing is the massive amount of companions, but I honestly feel like it's actually almost too many companions that you get with the almost too many companions that you get with the the Merc, but you know, this bow is much more accurate than my other bow, so we might be able to actually get some experience. Not seeing any easy targets. Ah, I held it too long. Yeah, I can't hit shit. My accuracies. Oh, that was like so close. I've come like very close to hitting people. Hey, I finally killed. Oh. I killed one guy. All right. What else are we doing? Trade 5. Maybe Dowie Merc with a bunch of Bugman Rangers companions going full gun. If you're gonna go Dowie Merc, I'd probably just go for Ironbreaker because you can't learn magic as a Dowie anyway, so you're kind of missing out on. Unless they give the Dowie something extra that the Dowie Merc something extra that other Mercs don't have. Just having Merc but without magic kind of just feels bad, I reckon. And I mean, I don't want to poo-poo your idea. Like, if you're really pumped about it, then, you know, it's cool. The Ironbreaker doesn't get any extra companions, so you will have the advantage of having, like, just shitloads of dudes. If you wanted to do, like, a mega blacksmithing run as well, it could be kind of cool, having, like, 22 blacksmiths, just to go all runesmiths. But, you know, you got to be pretty into blacksmithing for that. 24 days, yeah, I gotta wait another day or so. Plenty of ammo and gun skills, yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you want to be more of a sniper kind of Merc, they took away the piercing. They took away the piercing through multiple targets that you used to have on the Merc though, which is pretty suck.
Try my patience.
Troll torpedo with more than 12 shots per pack. Yeah, that would be pretty good actually. Yeah, that does sound pretty good actually. Alright, let's see if we can make some money. Let's make some money. Oh, they haven't got any wood. Lame. We need a good wood town here, Salzman. Salzman will do the job. Actually, we can go get a quick prayer. I doesn't matter, we're capped on faith at the moment anyway. But yeah, we should probably put a couple points in faith and to get up to 50 at least so we can get the free medicine point. I've never actually done blacksmithing from the bottom with already having higher trade. Be interesting to see how much money you make out of like all the crappy wood rakes and everything. $183. We need 1,000. We need 1,000 in your council favor to learn magic. Yeah, I like how one thing I like about the Guardian Mages is how that light high magic spell they've got, how it doesn't do any friendly fire, so they can just be fighting in melee and just, you know, blowing out. This feels like such a waste maxing out charm. All these skills feel pretty useless. Yeah, the only thing I really like about charm is the +1 companion that you get at 250. But there is some things, it is kind of nice just having different stuff that you don't normally get, you know? So like plus 30% renown from battles at 225. It's pretty late, 225, but it's still, that's pretty good. Like, it's pretty good for leveling, but later on it's not really worth it that much. Also, what else do I like? Yeah, well, it's mainly about relations, so it's mainly good for when you become a lord and you're trying to get like other lords to do stuff for you and shit. A lot of the charm stuff is really good for leveling up charm, so it's kind of a self, you know what I mean? If you don't, yeah, I usually just put 1 point in to get warlord, so you get plus 30% influence from battles. We want that one actually because it gives us more money. But yeah, also there's I really like that one, 20% extra experience gain for companions. That's one of the ones I do like. Yeah, it's probably, for me it's just probably like, yeah, warlord, extra companion, 20% extra companion influence, those experience, those are like the main perks that I'm going for. But yeah, it's also good for increasing NPC relations in towns, so you can recruit faster and stuff like that. It's also good for getting white lions because you can't get white lions any other way. Not that, you know, white lions are a game changer or anything, but they're, you know, pretty cool. The coolness factor is there. Useful if you start your own faction, you want to steal members for other factions. Yeah, that's true. We should start the Order of Lawmasters faction at some point. Yeah, 100 leadership is good. Yeah, smithing's good for the stat gains for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna try to go 12 endurance again on this character, so I can get the running. I think I'm gonna go 12 endurance. I might just only go 2 discipline, so it won't be like a heavy mage. It would just be like a basic mage. 5 points in faith, 5 points in magic. 2, maybe 1 or 2 in gunpowder, so we can get the extra discipline point. So I guess it will be 3 discipline then, yeah. Doing a Lawmaster run, yeah. You're gonna have like the Council of Lawmasters, have like 21 wizards just unloading. Is the plan. There we go. Now I've got the rake head. Don't have to make any more ingots. Speeds things up a bit. Yeah, the main thing you want to do is in the early game or mid game, I guess, or all the time, I guess, is just capture shit and then donate them back to the Druki guy, because he gives you council favor in exchange for captives. So yeah, I'll probably be just doing circles, going down, killing beastmen, taking back, donating them, just doing laps. A bit of roguery so we capture, increase our captive size is probably pretty good too. Probably captive size is probably more important than party size for us, actually. Fuck off. They're always taking out my settlement when I'm trying to freaking do something. Don't forget you can get Empire Priest as in there. Sigma Priest is for healing is pretty nice. Yeah, or Priestess of Shalia. If you want a doctor. But nah, the Guardian Mages can do healing magic anyway, so we're pretty sweet. Pretty sweet on that score. How many childrens are you planning this playthrough? There's no children in Warhammer Mod. It'll be too brutal. The atrocities. Too many atrocities. Yeah, I'm a bit overburdened, but I'm too stingy to give up my my wood. Even though I could have just bought new wood in this new town, I guess. I'm so close now. Give up my wood. The Lord of the Ring mods allows for marriage as long as you're the same race. Okay, nice. So you can't be. What about human elf, high elf marriage? Wood half elf marriage? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, in this you can't have children, but there's certain careers that get extra companions. Like the one I'm playing right now gets 10 extra companions. So we can have a crap load of them. So if you want to have, yeah, if you want to try out all the different characters and stuff, it's pretty cool. Look at the bill hook. No good. Not yet. That bill hook head still. We're good. Just in case we're running out of money. 36. Oh yeah. 43, yeah. So normally you get about 20 for those, so yeah. You'd actually make a tiny bit of money from it. Spike clubs are worth about, I've got about one in each. Getting there. Yeah, I don't know if there was much point in doing that, but that's all right. I'm struggling. Sometimes it just takes a while. Sometimes you're lucky and you unlock it straight away. It's the luck of the draw. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, refining into charcoal is pretty good for raising your blacksmithing. If you've got enough money to hold out, it's probably almost better to just make charcoal until you, like, once you've got the 3 charcoal perk, just make a heap of charcoal, don't sell anything. Meanwhile, you, like, get your trade skill up more, and then get your blacksmithing up more so you make better stuff, and then eventually make the stuff with your higher blacksmithing and higher trade, sell it. But if you run out of money, you got to sell it. At a lower cost, you got to sell it when you got to sell it, basically. Oh, here we go. The Gonfalon banner is not the best one, but it's worth about half as much, so it's faster to unlock. They're using the Gonfalon instead of using the billhook. You don't need any wrought iron either. So yeah, we're pretty much there now. We made it. With that rectangular banner. There we go. Now I got the full recipe. And rapidly get 20,000, get another companion. Keep on going. Yeah, not sure. Sorry, Anthony. The money pole, which is this bad boy, which is a better version. This one, it's so no. So as a general rule, like swing cut damage, things with really high swing cut damage tends. I feel like that's probably the most dominant thing in terms of the value of a thing. Like if something's got really high swing cut damage, it's generally going to be worth a lot. But then there's all these other things that kind of modify it and stuff. Yeah, I think like swing cut damage is probably a big one. But also you see with this particular recipe, the reason why it's worth so much is because you can brace it, you can couch it, you can use it two-handed, you can use it one-handed. And also you can dismount enemies with it. So it's got all of these secondary perks that just kind of combine together to make this like just super valuable. Even though it's not even a very high tier recipe, like relatively speaking, it's only 200, it's not like 300 plus or whatever. So yeah, so this one's worth, or in vanilla it's worth about 20,000, just if you make a 18,000 or something like that, if you make just a normal one. More if you make a balanced one, obviously, but it can't make legendary. But yeah, but if you put a cap on the bottom of it, maybe you change out this just for something else or whatever, you can make it into legendary, like a legendary version, which can roll higher. But Tor exclusive two-handers give lots of money XP too. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually thinking maybe because I used to use the Galmaraz, but they've locked that out, so you can't make it anymore. So yeah, I need to find a new like wrought iron kind of recipe or something that makes good money. I'm sure that some of those new weapons, like maybe the orc mace or some shit, might be worth a bit. Orc two-handed maces? Yeah, I thought maybe because they've got such big because they just such high damage, thought they might be worth a bit. Have you tried them out? Are they good, or are you just, you know, also speculating? They're good because it's easy to get the formulas. Oh yeah, but do they make a lot of money? And are they cheap ingots? So yeah, up to 8,000, making decent money. I like the convenience of the two-handed polearm, just need some wood and it's infinite money. Yeah, it is infinite money, but it's infinite money at a fairly slow drip feed rate, you know. Once you get it rolling, you're making about 2,000 a pop. If you've got like 10 smiths, then you can pump out like 50,000 a day or whatever just from all your smiths together. But it is quite nice, much nicer when you're making like 10,000 gold a day, 10,000 a pop from each item, even if it takes a little bit more smithing to do it. But yeah, the convenience, like you say, it's very easy. But, you know, there's lots of different pros and cons. It's not as good for leveling. Like, if you're trying to level up your smith, like 250 plus, then you're better off with the money pole because it's got higher, it's worth more and it gives you more XP. But yeah, you need to do a bit of a setup to use it, to do it. At this level that I'm at now, it still gives you quite decent XP. Two-handed orc mace is 2 wrought iron and 4 iron. Oh yeah, but how much money is it worth? If it's worth more than 10,000 to sell, then it's probably worth it. 3,000? Ah, nah. Probably rather just do the money rake. It's like 2,000 when you got the trade up. Nah, I never played it. Sorry, Yo-Yo. Is that the one that sort of has like, it's like lawnmowers going up and down and the zombies are walking across slowly? Oh no, that's a different one. That's the plants and zombies I'm thinking of. Yeah, Zomboids, yeah, I've seen it, I've heard of it, but yeah. I've never played it, I don't think. With Trade and Smith maxed out, you can jump it to plus 10,000. Plus 10,000 for a normal, non-balanced, not mastercrafted one. What are you talking about? With legendaries and shit. Getting there. One more run and we'll be able to get our first companion. A lot of skills on a lot of bannerlords, just no troops. Ah, okay. Does it have the real-time battle, like exciting action-packed real-time battles, but then this chill sort of strategy layer as well? That's kind of the main thing I like about Bannerlord. I mean, I pretty much only play games that have lots of skills and all complexity and stuff like Bannerlord, but then I don't play all games like that. The thing that really goes me about Bannerlord and Total War is that combination of the slow strategy level and the layer, and also the fast paced and sort of good combat. Yeah, because I feel like some games like XCOM and stuff, I do really enjoy them, but the tension just gets too much after a while. Like I'm like, fuck it, I just want to smash, you know, and like you have to always just keep being careful and just carefully, slowly do everything, and you know, there's always that tension. You know, there's no release in XCOM though. You just always, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's like, I don't know, when I'm in the mood to just be in non-stop tension forever, then I do get into XCOM, but I find that I burn out on it fairly quick because I just want to, you know, want to kill stuff. Whereas, yeah, with the Bannerlord and Warhammer, it's just, yeah, it's just kind of like the perfect balance of the two, I think. With Bannerlord being a bit more chill, with like no real consequences to most of the stuff that happens, and Warhammer being a little bit more tension and consequences side of things. Alrighty, there. Still can't find any horses I can ride. I wanted to get some pack horses. It's no go. Surely there must be some horses somewhere. Let's go to Cruden Mod. There we go. There's a demigriff for 64k. Bit rich for my blood. Pretty cool. Yeah, so there's a few different towns we can do tours around to get our companions, which is good. Hopefully we'll be lucky and there'll be a Guardian Mage straight away in this first one. We can get our first Lawmaster. I tried playing Lord of the Rings mod, but it feels pretty janky. This is way more polished, I think. I haven't played the Lord of the Rings mod, so I couldn't comment on it. But yeah, I feel like this is getting to quite a good, fairly polished state, and yeah, I'm liking it for sure. No good. All right, let's have a quick pray, and then we'll head up to Seathil. My elf pronunciation's not that great, not the greatest. Level up. Yeah, if we get to 100 faith fairly early, that would be really good. But we also want to get our magic up as well. Sieging it. Alright. We'll just drop back here again because the companion might have changed by now. What day of the week is it that the companions all move? I wonder. Hey, alright, here's our first Guardian Mage companion. Join my mighty band. Now they've changed it so that none of these starting gear items have any enchanted like they used to give you spell intensity, like increase your spell damage, but now they don't do anything. So you can just dump all that shit. This one gives you extra fire damage, but we don't care about that, so we can dump that as well. Just get all as much money back as we can. And in terms of his normal combat gear, same sort of strategy as the vampires that we were doing earlier. You just want something relatively lightweight with a little bit of armor. That's too heavy. That's some more 1.8. It's pretty reasonable. Let him keep his Exile Wisdom boots for now. And we'll just quickly get another 20,000, get another one, and then we'll go back and merc it up a bit more. And we should be making a lot more mercenarying this time around. Also, you get renown from being a hired sword too, which is pretty convenient in the early game. So it's flying up pretty fast. Get another companion in a second. That'll increase our speed of making money again. Yeah, it was a little bit slow at the start, but now you see the money starting to flow. What, we're starving. And buy one of every type of exotic food now. Where do you reckon the safest place to run a caravan is? Like, I can't really think of any regions where it's actually really well patrolled and it's actually really safe. I think maybe the Wood Elf area up in this corner actually is not bad. another 20,000. Hopefully we get another Guardian Mage. Nope. Some random Legolas dickhead that we don't want. Let's go check out these other places. Karagaizer area is great for dwarfs, just the sheer wall of 3 dwarf factions. Yeah, and it's like kind of enclosed in, and so if any baddies do go in there, they just get gang bashed by like 100 dwarf parties. So yeah, it's pretty safe. But your unfortunately your caravans won't stay in there. They'll travel out to other places. But yeah, that's a good example of like one of the safest spots, because I think they generally will come back to their home thing. So if you put them right in the end there, they should be pretty, you know, relatively safe. All right. Well, nobody available at the moment. Send the caravan to the Chaos Portal. Will be safe, I promise. Yeah, Avalan's not very good safe place. There's just constantly war bands and fighting going on there. Plus the vampires like invading, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend the Avalan area. I kind of feel like Central Empire, like maybe around Talabek land. Maybe not so much Middenland, but like Middenheim, but maybe a bit south and east of Middenheim. Kind of in between Middenheim, Talabekland, Altdorf, and Wolfenberg. Kind of in that sort of in the middle of that, maybe. But there's still hostiles all around there. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of armies, so probably like it's hard for bandits to kill your caravans without anyone joining in within a few seconds. Runesmiths have such a smooth, chill start. Great skills for training as a hireling, and you regenerate stamina as the army moves around between cities. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, they have really, really good hireling skills, yeah. That's one bad thing about the mercenary that probably puts people, experienced players, off a bit. They've got the worst hireling skills. Like, literally nothing that you can learn as a hireling is of any use to you. They're just all completely useless skills. And so, yeah, it's pretty suck. I'm probably going to do it anyway, just to get a bit more trade skill maybe, and some black and gunpowder. But not really, just to get some more of this council favor. But I kind of want to see how much money we'd make as well, but we got to wait till we get that perk first, I guess. Trying to branch out to the other factions, but I keep somehow landing on dwarfs. Yeah, nice. Wood Elves are the second most up. Like, Wood Elves came out in the previous update, so they're not quite as good as dwarfs, but they're probably more. They got more stuff going on than the other factions. You know, Empire and Bretonnia, I think, were earlier, and Vampires were earlier, but they have gone back and fleshed them out a bit more. Going hunting. I just ignore the hunting mechanic. I don't care about it. I don't go out of my way to take it, and I don't pay attention to the rewards you get from it. It's pretty much forgettable. It's good if you want. It's probably good if you wanted to do like an Iron Price playthrough or something, like where you don't buy stuff from shops. You just have to be self-sufficient. You know, the hunting might be just enough to, you know, help you survive if you spec into the appropriate skills like polearm and archery and all that. Just passive. Yeah, it's in a normal playthrough it's kind of useless, but if you're playing like an Iron Price playthrough where you weren't allowed to buy anything from shops and you just have to survive on what you can kill and capture, then it's little things like that can be really helpful, like help you survive. Might do a tour of the might do a tour of the towns again, because we've got enough for 2 companions now and we still haven't found any companions. The rule set sounds like it'd be fun as a Norse collection. Yeah, really, if you want to do a like a lo-fi, because like normally we're all talking about how to power game, how to get rich super fast, how to fucking get super high renown super fast and all that, you know. So if you want to go the opposite way and do a lo-fi grindy campaign, then yeah, one of my favorites is, especially if you're playing vanilla, is yeah, Iron Price, which is you can't buy any items from shops, and bandit only. So you can only recruit bandits, and you can only recruit bandit troops. So basically you have to capture them and then convert them from your captives. And yeah, it's really cool because it makes every item that you find in battle like super valuable, because you can't buy anything, no shopping. And it makes every troop, like you value every individual guy, because every individual guy you've managed to convert them from a captive and then level them up and stuff, you know. So like, it's just, I don't know, it just makes everything just feel much more valuable, you know, and it's quite fun. But it can be frustrating and quite hard sometimes. A lot less forgiving than normal. Stars technology found. Yeah, it's like a self-found only kind of campaign. Type of deal. There's a few settlements around, but it's just hard to. Just haven't found any guardians yet. Dodge that. Go and pray on the way back to the to Funnel. Is there a way to pick up artillery sets after you've placed them? No. No. Can you move the Anvil of Doom? I'm pretty sure you can't move the artillery. Yeah, I didn't know you could move the Anvil of Doom. How do you do that? Oh, you just cast it again in a new place and just puts it down again. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, no, I think you got to place your artillery carefully, and that's it for the rest of the battle. Oh, yeah, no, as far as I know, you can't move them. But yeah, they do. It is the same as an artillery place, essentially. Same kind of mechanic for placement. We might have to start buying some fancy armor and stuff if we can't find any companions to buy. Queen's Guard helmet, 3.5. It's a bit heavy, but... Oh yeah, White Lion Cape. Huzzah. It's a bit heavy, but it's the best. 2.4. Yeah, see, I could go for this one and save a little bit of weight on 2.4, but it's like 2.2. It's like if you're going to go 2, you may as well go fucking all the way, right? Stop those headshots. Then at least we got something nice to put in. Just tried Slayer. Slayer Dwarf, got so bored. Which is the most fun class you reckon for Old Realms? Hey Toby Max. I'd say the Slayer is one of the definitely one of the funnest ones. With the Slayer though, you got to go for a good setup. Like for early game setup for Slayer, what I'd do is buy a heap of iron breakers. So you got super tanky shield infantry, and then fight bandits and stuff that don't have much range, don't have any range, or even just even just minotaurs and stuff, and then just put your iron breakers in a shield wall, and you just flank. You wait till they engage your iron breakers, and you come around the side and just start chopping into the backs of people and running around and stuff. You usually die every time, but you usually kill like 10 to 20 guys by yourself. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it depends what you think is fun. Mages, if you haven't tried a mage, you want to try that out. If you like something a bit more tanky, you want to go for like the Bretonnian Knight. If you want to be a dwarf but you want to be tanky, then yeah, probably go for either Ironbreaker or Runesmith and enchant your armor with defensive runes. It's cool how the Runesmith is literally like an offensive smith. Like you're like a war smith basically. Yeah, the first time I played Slayer, I didn't like it at all. I was like, just really conscious of how easy it was to die, and I was kind of being like a gun guy, shooting a gun, and maybe just occasionally coming in and fighting. And the second time I played it, I was just playing my Slayer as just a death machine. Like every battle, I'm just going to go in and just kill as much as I can before I die, and that was the whole mission. And it just actually made it way more fun, just role playing it as an actual Slayer. All right, this guy's we've got new companions here. But not the one we want. But if we go back and check all the other guys now, they should have all refreshed now as well. Is there any bows that don't suck? Masterwork recurve bow, yeah, that sounds about right. What's a Ghost Rider arrow? Too rich for my blood. Steward. Okay, so social 5. I think I'm going to stick with social 5. I don't think we're going to be any higher than that. And then I think we're going to go endurance. Yeah, maybe. I mean, once we start doing magic, we really want magic to get up. We need a lot of skills for this build. Yeah, I might not put too much in bow because we do need a lot of skills for this build. Planning to reinstall this mod soon and try Runesmith. Yeah, Runesmith's really fun. Probably if you want to check out the dwarfs, I'd probably recommend Runesmith for your first playthrough. Everything just works. And if you want to have the new thing in this update, apart from dwarfs and greenskins, is the enchanting, and the Runesmith is like hands down the best enchanter that can make the most powerful enchanted gear and stuff. So it's a good place to start if you're really into the enchanting. Oh, you can only place a cannon. You can only have one cannon per 50 points of engineering. So I don't know if that might have been, you might have been over your cap. Might need to build a blacksmith. Can't find any. We get more companions so that we can make more money by having more smiths, but if we can't find any, we might need to. I wonder what any of these guys got any decent armor? Yeah, nah. It's pretty average. Go visit Britannia and steal some two-handed swords. Oh, actually, yeah, we can go into the Wood Elf lands. They'll have heaps of different elves there that we can hire. Unless they've been taken out with the vampires already. Also, their shops have the same stuff. Could always hire this guy and then just sell him. How much does this go? Yeah, he's pretty cheap. Alright, grab him for temporarily. Just use him as a smith. And get rid of him as soon as we... Oh, yeah, nice. We'll grab this guy as well. Alright, let's get rid of that. And this guy, we don't want him at all. We'll just get rid of all of his clothes, boots, horse. Give his sword. Alright, oh, Queen is in their helmet shoulders. These shoulders are pretty nice for their weight. It's like 10.8 weight for that much armor is pretty good. But, yeah, bit heavy for a mage. That one's pretty good, 4 weight. Doesn't have as much armor though. That one's, you know, whatever. Nothing here too amazing. Legendary High Elf Spearman helmet. It's actually pretty good. It's lightweight. Legendary Exiled Wizard Robe. It's actually pretty good too. We're gonna wear robes. The metal wizard robes that you get from the Empire are kind of not too bad as well for Lawmaster look, I reckon. Legendary robes are probably some of the best weight defense-wise. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't like the look of it much, but yeah, I guess it would be pretty good. Alright, so we got a point in medicine. Way it affects spellcasting. It doesn't affect spellcasting, it affects your Winds of Magic regen on the campaign movement on the campaign map. Unless you've got certain careers that have specific perks to do with weight. A few of them do. But yeah, no, generally it slows down your Winds of Magic regen, so if you run out of magic, it takes longer to recharge it. I was planning on jumping off about now and having a nap before work because we've got about 4 hours to work with. I'm like not the slightest bit tired. So I don't know. Oh, we got another one. That's good. Actually, that's perfect timing. So we can just get some money quickly. Alright, we'll get rid of this other guy and then we've got a full posse of wizards.
Isha welcomes you.
Oh, I forgot to sell my stuff. Nice. Yeah, this guy, I forgot to buy him any armor. Yeah, so getting a legendary wizard robe. And this guy, get rid of that. Not really anything good. I guess we can just leave him with some robes for the moment. We'll buy him some gear at some point. Alrighty. Let's see, I might see if we can I might just recruit some troops and then just go and hunt some beastmen for a while, so we can get that 1,000 points up. I think that's the fastest way to do it. I'm not 100% sure though. So we don't want to buy any city-born, which is what you would mainly get from there. We want to go to these little villages and buy forest-born. They're a bit cheaper and more efficient. We have my time wasted by that fool. Yeah, I don't really go for these guys too much. I want to mainly go for the any away watchers at the moment. Actually, maybe we should go for a melee. Maybe we'll go for a melee build. It probably isn't going to be very effective, so I won't really die a lot. But it'll mean that we can get more captives, and Outer Blade is a pretty good way to get your health to 0. Yeah, that's true. If you're trying to level medicine, I suppose it's not bad. Yeah, you need to like stab him in the guts, basically go low. Like pretend you're gonna strike high, then stab him in the guts. Stuff like that. But also it's quite unforgiving because he's super fast and yeah. Here we go, Goblin Raiders. I'm going to sort of auto-resolve it. Hopefully we get some captives. Need more guys with maces. Need some Knights of the White Wolf. Yeah, so basically you go and fight some stuff, get some captives, come back over here, go to the keep, bribe, go to the Witch King's envoy, and then you tell him that you want to sell him some fine man flesh, or in this case, green skin flesh. What the fuck? Maybe I need to get to tier 2 before I can talk to him. So normally you talk to him and donate your prisoners, and then you I wonder if that's like bugged or anything. Need a bit more. Alright, well I was planning on, maybe we do need to go and be a mercenary then. I'll just merc for these guys for a while.
Isha welcomes you, kin.
So we're getting, we're getting like 800 a day. Plus we're getting renown. It's going on five per day, but to get up to 1,000 is, you know, quite a lot of days. But we should be able to get to tier 2 pretty fast. And then we can get a heap more companions. Rapidly expand our smithing business. Make heaps of cash. What if we get a bow to 50? Maybe. If we get a bow to 50, then we can at least use a wood elf bow. Our wizard companions should be like trying to blast the enemies in this battle. Give them a bit of spellcraft XP. They probably won't do much. We need to rejig their spells a bit and set them up properly.
Attack!
I hit something. To find a good bow. Hopefully one of these dudes will die soon. Here we go. Where's me bow? Now I've got accurate bow. Ah! Dodged. Oh, fuck, the one guy I hit was actually one of my guys. Gonna hit shit. Hey, I killed something. Something died. I felt the I heard the noise. Indicating something died. Oh, that's one of my guys again. I'm gonna go up the ladder and see what we can do up there. Ah. Hey. see if we can get this. See if we can get this thing without getting shot. Yeah, he's got dwarfs and orcs and enchanting now. A bunch of new stuff. Sorry. Sorry. In there. Good arrows. I think we're done. Really? There we go. There's one orc down there. No. Looks like no one can make it to him. Got him, boys. Only got 0.8 renown out of that. Killed like hundreds. What's that bow up to now? Oh, 50, yeah, cool. That's good enough. Good enough for now. Bow 100 is the next one we really want to go for, but yeah, it might require investment of points, which I don't want to invest. So, yeah, probably faith. Also spellcraft. At some point we're going to need spellcraft, so a bit in that. Yeah, nearly healed up. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about going javelin as well. Does seem like it'd be pretty fun. Being like a wizard, a spell sword javelin thrower. Apparently you can block arrows with two-hander somehow. Personal healing increased by 1. That's not bad. How's that renown? Slowly. 150 skill for 200 lets you do that. Yeah, but apparently it's super hard. Like you have to like literally block the arrow out of the air. But yeah, but I feel like I feel like it's a bit bullshit because I feel like it's a physics engine. So if you haven't, what are these trolls doing? It's a physics engine. So if your sword gets in the way of the arrow, it will just block it anyway. You know what I mean? So, like, what does the perk do? Oh, what? Oh, we got friendly trolls. How the hell did they hire those trolls? That's cool. There's some way that the NPCs the AI can get trolls. What's going on? There doesn't seem to be any garrison. Somebody's manning the artillery. Elf trolls, yeah. These are the gates down already. Oh, what? They've got orcs in their army as well. That looks really weird. Can do a bit of damage, but my guardian mages are casting spells, so that's cool. I'm gonna kill that orc up there, but I need a better bow for sure. This one sucks dick. They're coming.
Think you're gonna win us, son?
It's good because the orcs are a little bit taller. I can just kind of skim over the top of my heads and my guys and just, oops. Except for that guy, I actually shot him in the head. It's also confusing because some of them are mine. They're my orcs. All of them. Need to find a new weapon. There we go. Woodland longbows are not very good. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Take up the blade. Oh shit. They got dogs of war, yeah. Oh shit. Look, run. Get a little bit of athletics at least. Or a bit of character XP or something. Oops, sorry, bro. Sorry. Oh shit, that troll hammer came in pretty deep. He's got one shot. What's this guy up to? He's a coward. They got a fair few spells out. Trolls of Laurelon Forest, indeed. I'm really feeling really cozy. You know when you just settle into like a campaign and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna play this guy for ages and level him up and, you know, become a great hero of the Elven Nation and all that shit. But I wish I could do that. Maybe it's partly because I have to go to work. You know, like when you know you have to go and do something else and you can't do it. Now it's just, it makes that thing that you're doing that's avoiding the thing you have to do later like just feel even more delicious. I think that's the state I'm in now. So we already got spellcraft up. These guys start off with 200 spellcraft. That's pretty good. And they're only level 15. They're, I mean, it's not low level, but it's not bad. Yeah, I don't know whether they go hard on discipline or go hard on like athletics maybe. How long were we stuck in here for? Yeah, we were ruined. Ruined! That's right, we were mainly just wanting to get the influence and the in your favor, I guess, anyway. Yeah, I think we must have to get up to tier 2 before we can access the favor stuff. I think I do remember something about that. Oh, I could have... Shit. Could have checked if there was a companion to hire there. Would have been good. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, so if we go... to careers... No, culture and resources. Then you go to Ioneer. Here. Cancel favor, invoice. Ioneer diplomacy. Features available after player reaches renown rank 2 and is part of the Ioneer culture. So yeah, we still got to get to tier 2 before we can do it. But yeah, so that's right. As soon as we get to tier 2, we can start basically taking captives and selling them for favor. Join battle. How to get rich as a dark elf equals become a dark elf. As a high elf, become a dark elf. I'm pretty sure high elves do slavery as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I suspect they do. High elves are kind of bastards. They're just not as outright as evil and tortury as the dark elves, but I think they still do, you know, subjugation of the lesser races and stuff, and being fairly rude. It'd be good if we could actually sit out of this battle, but I don't think it'll let me. Oh, I can actually like... It keeps pausing, but every time I press 3, it goes back, it turns the time back on, but then it just automatically pauses it again. But I can actually, I'm just like spamming it now, and time is just slowly passing. But it's still going to take forever for this siege to happen. Do that like that, do it like that. Yeah, it sucks. As a mage, you could just go in, dump all your magic, and then go out, but yeah, that's really putting me off. I haven't seen those orcs in that party. It's a bummer, because that means that they're gonna... So there's a bug, basically, at the moment, where you can hire companions of other... You can hire troops of other factions if you capture the settlement back from that faction, and so their troops are still available, which is the way that I was gonna try to do my Chaos playthrough, like really painfully, and try to slowly get Chaos, you know, troops from formerly Chaos held places that we've taken back, that the Empire have taken back. But yeah, they're gonna fix it obviously because the AI is doing it. The AI is using the bug to recruit foreign troops. So yeah, I imagine they'll come and get rid of that. Ah. Right, I got a good bow.
Stab him! Stab him!
Get up there. Why aren't they getting up there? I didn't think we want to go up there. Oh no, let's go there. Game's a good game. Isn't Altharian all of that torturing prisoners? Yeah, pretty much. I think. Like, the Isle's meant to be all noble, but like Olithanar's crucifying dudes, Altharian's capturing and torturing prisoners. Aislinn is like the most cruelest dude ever. Yeah, like they're all the High Elf Lords are like, basically, apart from Tyrion and Teclis, all the High Elf Lords seem pretty evil. Yeah, we get sort of slowly getting there up to 337, but yeah, once we get to tier 2, we should be able to get up a lot faster. Like every time you do a run of prisoners, you probably get like 50 or so favor, so. Alright, hopefully there'll be another Guardian Mage here, because we've got enough money to buy our next companion. Nope. May as well do a bit of blacksmithing while we're here. Oh yeah, we should buy a decent bow too. Noble bow, Nomad, U-bow. I'll take the masterwork recurve at least, and any normal arrows? No, no normal arrows. Robo Vermeil shirt looks pretty cool. Or tough chest. Nice. Really, swords are probably better than those swords. Just in the balance of probabilities. There's a gun. There's a gunpowder. Oh, yeah, we're not training because we were wounded, so we're not getting shit. We'll wait till 25 days pass so we can leave. Go get out of the companion. Ukanos the envoy looks like a handsome lad, but he's not what we're looking for. Yeah, I think I might have to go and I got 3 hours still to work, so yeah, I might go make something to eat, maybe watch a bit of TV, have a nap or something. Try to just, you know, reset my brain a little bit, have a little rest before I start my workday. So weird. Yesterday was such a weird day because I did the same thing as I did today. I basically woke up at like midnight, streamed all morning, and then until work time. And well, I don't know if I want to fight this battle actually. And so yeah, but it was weird because normally I like kind of rock into work, and then you know, at 9, and you're kind of still half asleep, and you kind of, you know, you're conscious enough to do the work, but you're not really like fully aware. And then it's like about lunchtime by the time you're fully woken up, and then the day's half over and the day goes quite quickly. But because I'd woken up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'd already been awake for like 8 hours before I went to work. It's just, yeah, it was like the day, it felt like half the day had already, you know, the day went really slow basically, I guess. But it was good though. I was probably a bit more effective than I usually am. But anyway, but yeah, I can kind of see the appeal of those people that like to get up at like 5 a.m. even though they start work at 9, just to like, you know, get all their morning things out of the way and have you know, half an hour to drink their coffee and just think about the world before the world wakes up and shit. kind of appreciate it a little bit. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, yeah, we didn't get rich yet, but we got a lot of money pretty fast, and we got a lot of companions pretty quick. So we've kind of demonstrated the first step again. But yeah, this time we can get our magic going and everything. So I don't know. I feel like I think one of the things I like about this campaign is just because there's so many things to do. Like, got to learn magic. That's going to take ages. Got to build up all our money. We've got to get all our companions going. Got to train them in magic. Got to train them also in their two-handed skill. Plus, we've got to shop around and buy them all their like sweet ass items and shit. And then eventually, once we do all that, we'll have, like, eventually we can have this like sweet company of 21 greatsword elf sword masters with magic. That'll be cool. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Thanks for hanging out. I'll check in with you guys again tomorrow, I would say. All right, catch you guys.